Hi everyone, and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa, and I'm so thankful to have you here with me today as we look into what life lesson you are currently experiencing. I thought it was a really interesting topic to discuss, so I hope that it resonates with you in some way or helps you to really understand what you've been going through and provide you with some clarity in the midst of everything going on. So there are 4 groups to choose from. If you feel drawn to more than one, that is perfectly fine. Just trust your instincts. Go with what you feel. The timestamps will be in the description box as always, and you can go on and click that timestamp whenever you're ready. If you find that you enjoy the reading, please remember to leave it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hello to those who have been here with me. I appreciate you. And hello to the newcomers as well. And also remember to leave some comments below to let me know. Okay? So with all that being said, let's really take a look at the options. Group 1, for you, we have this medicine guardian here with the rose quartz rock crystal. Pause the video if you need more time to really look at each option. Okay, group 2, we have this eagle card here with this quartz crystal. I'm not really sure what it is. If you do, please let me know in the comments. Okay, group 2, that's for you. Group 3, we have this mountains card with this raw citrine crystal here. And group 4, for you, we have this card oracle with raw amethyst. So those are the options. Take your time with choosing. Really excited to delve into this reading today, so I'll go ahead and leave you to it. I hope you enjoy. Bye bye for now. Hi group 1, and welcome to your reading on what life lesson are you currently experiencing. So we're not going to waste time with this one. We're going to go ahead and jump in and get the information that you need. So for group 1, please, what life lesson are they currently experiencing? What life lesson? Now that's interesting. Group 1. Not the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I did feel that it was more emotion based, but I do feel that you're undergoing a period of healing, perhaps becoming more aware of how you may have been going through some type of emotional drought and how it's time to open up to new opportunities to feel nurtured and learning how you can nurture yourself in a way, or what behaviors or what relationships or dynamics that you have within your relationships are leaving you feeling more depleted, or what is depleting you. I do feel that this time may feel difficult for you, group 1, whether that be in regard to you not having the energy that you wish you had, or you not having the financial situation that you wish you had. I feel a sense of not having something, and for a lot of you, I do feel this is in regard to emotional fulfillment or some type of warmth or love. I do feel that this life lesson will be encouraging you to look beneath the surface. And I do think it's urging you to develop some type of plan of, or having hope for what could be, knowing that all things are temporary and whatever you go through is bound to change. So for you, group 1, I do feel this is a time of really building your resilience, okay, group 1, and I hope that this is not concerning you in any way. I think we all go through periods of time like this one. So let's see what particular area is being affected for you with this life lesson. What particular area is being affected for group 1? Interesting. I'm hearing everything in time. Everything in time. So I feel things change at the times they are meant to, or things happen at the time they're meant to. Something about timing for you. But with the moon here, I do feel this is more so about your emotions. And I was picking that up in the beginning, but with it being pentacles, I wanted to be sure, because I do feel for you, group 1, that your emotional needs, if they are not being met, it will start to impact your physical health, or start to impact your financial decisions, or how you show up at work. I do think this life lesson that you are currently experiencing is helping you to get more deeply connected with what your emotional needs are, so that they can be fulfilled more easily by you, and that you can more readily have access to your emotions, or understand what it is that you need in order to feel complete, or to feel whole, or to feel supported. Yeah, and I do feel it's helping you to uncover the things that are misaligned, or that are draining you of vitality, or draining you of resources in any way. Also checking in with the coping mechanisms that you have in place, and really trying to get clear on if they are healthy for you or not, and how you can implement more healthy coping mechanisms in your life. I also want to say, with this beautiful card here, I love this deck. If you couldn't tell, if you've been on the channel, I use it quite often. I do see this as a teacup, and it's making me think of alternative healing practices. Like if you've been dealing with some type of bodily issue, yes, of course, go to a professional for these things, especially if it's chronic, but also try alternative therapies, or alternative solutions. Like, I love to drink tea. I think it helps to calm the mind and the body, especially depending on the type of tea that you drink. For you, group 1, if you are not allergic to tea, I feel for you, definitely I recommend lavender or chamomile. Yes. Any other area for group 1? Any other area? Interesting. Yeah, your vitality with Mars and the moon. So it's very primal energy with you, group 1, very instinctual, and I do feel it's really asking for you to tap back into your instincts, because maybe over time expectations from other people, or just life started to happen, and it started to cloud your understanding of what is your intuition and what is fear, or self-imposed limitation or expectation. Whatever, I feel now's the time of clearing that out and getting back grounded in who you are, and maybe learning how certain parts of you have been neglected because of an outward focus on other things. Or maybe for some of you, you were outwardly focused on finding some type of relationship that could help you to heal some of these wounds. And I do feel for some of you, you could be in a relationship or you could be single, it doesn't really matter. I feel that whatever dynamic you have in place with someone, it's helping to reveal a lot about maybe some of the insecurities that you have, or maybe some of the wounds that may be present. I do want to say before I continue, trigger warning, okay, group one, because I do feel your life lesson has a lot to do with emotional healing, especially from the past. So this could include you going to a counselor or a therapist as well, but that's only if you feel called to that action. However, I do feel it's helping you to get very intimate with yourself and understanding how there could be some abandonment wounds or wounds of rejection or just a sense of not feeling good enough, or that you're not doing enough. In overcoming that, this is really about building your sense of self-worth and changing your perspective of not only yourself but also of what you are capable of having in this life and how you have the autonomy to make your life what you want it to be. So definitely a lot of emotional healing, okay, as well as helping you to expand your horizons and really asking you to get out of some type of situation that has become stagnant, or moving away from places or things or situations or relationships that stagnate your growth in some way and that leave you feeling depleted. So that's just a quick run through group one. Now I wanted to pull your oracles on camera because, just to try something new. So let's see what comes out for you, group one. Anything else about this life lesson they're currently experiencing? Yeah, how did I know it was about a relationship? How did I know? So for sure, group one, if you could not tell by the cards that just popped on out, I do feel like things are going to start getting spicy for you in regard to relating. Now, I know this says door to romance and caring connections, I see, but I want to be clear that this is not the only arena that's getting a boost or getting activity or getting action, okay? Because action will be had, but I feel that it's also asking you to balance that with external relationships outside of romance, including new friendships, new partnerships, maybe in work, or having a better relationship with coworkers or your whoever, okay, in the work field or the workplace, or even building upon family relationships or strengthening the current relationships in your life. I feel that's very big energy. But for those of you who have been in a love drought, I want to say I do see that changing, but in the midst of that changing, group one, you'll be awareness will be brought to some deep-seated insecurities that may be blocking you from receiving this love, okay? So be prepared for that. I do think if you are in a time of solitude, or if you're in a relationship that you've been on the fence about, really just take time to understand what your needs are in a relationship. If you are in one, have they been getting met? If not, has there been a conversation about it? If so, has there been changes? If not, maybe it's time to go back to the drawing board and really think about how you want to progress. For those of you who are single, if you have been in a state of just not really looking for anything, then I do feel for you, it feels more evident that things will be coming towards you, especially with Mars here. And since it's kind of like giving that opposition vibe, I do feel that the energy may come on a bit strong, And I just feel, be mindful of any triggers that pop up and to not fall into any self-sabotaging behavior or any old behaviors that you've moved on from, whether that's being overly guarded or overly protective of yourself, or if that includes being overly pleasing or trying to be everything to everyone, you know? So let's see what else wants to come out here for group one in this life lesson. We have conclusions are within reach. So I do feel there's some emotional healing, some deep understandings about what's been holding you back in regard to your emotions. Maybe there's been some tough cycles within your relationships, or some really difficult things to process within your relationships over time, and it's really limited you in being able to express your love openly or allow others to express their love openly with you, or to feel safe doing that. Are you just feeling safe in a relationship? I do see that you're learning how to have more confidence and courage in expressing your needs and communicating maybe your fears, maybe communicating what isn't working, but just overall learning how to communicate your emotions and putting words to what you're feeling, and not falling into a pattern of expecting other people to nurture you or know how to make you happy if you're not aware of what that means for you. You know, you have to know what your needs are before anyone else can really take care of them. Group one. And we also have don't let your past hold you back and have faith in your dreams. So I do feel that you've been wanting a relationship for a minute, or you've been wanting one that feels warm, comforting, aligned, and safe. And I do feel that that is happening. And in the beginning, I think I was saying everything in time, or something about time, and to not focus so much on the timing, but focus on the healing within the time. You know, in the meantime, what can you do to prepare for this, or to be more open to it? Okay. So don't lose faith in this process. I'll get one more card and then we'll go straight into the tarot for any final messages for you and on on this situation. Group one. My words get a little jumbled, so I do feel like, I do feel like this person may, it's kind of like giving a pop-up type of thing, or just catching off guard, I think it'll push you to think. Whoever this person is, they feel like they will trigger something within you that requires you to think on how you've been operating, and really encourage you to reflect on how you show up in relationships, and how maybe there's been some wounds to your ability to be vulnerable. For some of you, this could stem from a particular relationship with a parent, or from a past partner. But yeah, let's get. Okay, we have action on the bottom. So not only is this about all the other things in regard to relationships, this is primarily about you feeling supported, uplifted, seen, cared about. Okay, group one. I keep losing track because I'm really invested in this energy. Yeah, I want to say it's, with this card, it's making me think of, it's time to break down barriers, time to break down walls, time to break down past ideas of what something could be, how your life can be. I do feel in every way of the word, expansion is happening for you, but it feels like you're in this state of feeling confined, or maybe just not where you want to be. And for you, group 1, I think it's really asking for you to get grounded and to take time out each day to sit in silence for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Just try, each day, see what comes up, see what thoughts are repeating. You don't have to do this alone. Now, if you feel like this feels a bit overwhelming, always know that there are resources out there to assist you. But before any of this can happen, any of this goodness and joy, you have to be open to it. And to be open, you have to feel safe. So really work on your feelings of safety. This is a time of learning how you feel safe, what safety means for you, how you feel most comfortable around people, what allows you to feel comfortable and open and vulnerable. When was the last time that you were comfortable, open, and vulnerable? What relationships allow you to feel this way? Who in your current life allows you to be your full self without judgment? Really start asking yourself those questions so that you can get more clear about your direction ahead with these things. So let's see what else. Anything else for group 1 in regard to this life lesson? What else would they need to know? Group 1. Yeah, we have the 2 of Pentacles and the Justice card reversed. So there's definitely something out of balance. Your attention may be scattered. Maybe you're not really holding yourself accountable for certain responsibilities. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. But I do feel for some of you, you'll know if you've been honest with yourself, you'll know that maybe some things have been left to the wayside, or maybe you have been overly focused on one aspect of your life that you leave out the other. So for some of you, this can mean overly investing in your work and forgetting to take care of your needs. Or for others, it could be being too invested into your emotions, being very moody and not applying clear thought and logic to your actions, but being swayed by your emotions. Whichever side you're on, I do feel there's this push to learn how to dance with life, learn what is being asked of you, and learn what your emotions are trying to tell you, and how you can balance your action with also rest. So big emphasis on learning how to balance aspects of your life, relationships, your needs, your work, your family, your responsibilities, and your visions, your goals, your aspirations. Really trying to understand how this all fits together. And no, not everything will be in perfect balance ever. Okay, perfection is not the goal. The goal is just to feel grounded. So if you are feeling that you are ungrounded, take a step back, regroup, and then troubleshoot, problem solve, and see what's out of order. Anything else? And no, I wanted to say be mindful of impatience as well, and taking some time out to reflect, to contemplate, to really seek within. Yeah, I do feel like maybe there's this wanting to maybe withdraw from other people, or just be to yourself for a bit. Honor that time to yourself. If you do decide to take that, really be intentional with it. Don't just, isolate yourself, but really take that time to delve deep into your psyche. We have all these cards. I'm not taking them. Okay, I'm not taking them. Yeah, I'm not taking them. So you don't have to take what you don't want, group. Period. Group 1, you don't have to take what you don't want. It is not required. Don't feel obligated. Okay, have a good time, but just know when you need to take some time out to yourself, and know that it's okay to do so. Really prioritize time for yourself, but don't let it turn into apathy or feeling like life is lackluster. Just know that there's always people who are wanting to offer their love to you, but you have to be aware of it, you have to be open to it, and you can't be so absorbed within your own world that you miss out on valuable opportunities to connect and to really be shown a new side of love with this Knight of Cups, okay? I do feel like there's someone here. There's someone here trying to come and see what you're talking about. Okay, group 1, I'll get one more card. I don't know how long I've been filming for you, but that's fine. One more card. We have the 3 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, you have I don't want to say a lot going on, but I do feel there are things happening in your life, maybe very quickly, or maybe you feel like things aren't happening. You know, I just feel whatever you may think or perceive, there are things that are happening in your life, and primarily I do feel that it falls between relationships and work for you. And with this 3 of Pentacles reversed, I think that this life lesson that you're currently experiencing is helping you to get more clear about any dysfunction in your work life environment, or any things that may be a bit scattered or unclear. Maybe some issues with coworkers that need to be sorted out, or you just learning how to stand firm in what you know, stand firm in who you are, and not allowing other people to diminish your reputation or try to diminish you in any way, or try to make you feel as if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, group 1, be very sure that you take up for yourself with courage, but also diplomacy. For some of you, this may also be signaling leave from a job, or maybe expanding your position in some way. But with it being reversed, I do feel that it may not, whoa, there's an ant. It may not be a smooth sailing process. Yeah, so just be mindful of how you interact with people at the workplace, and ensure that you're not engaging in any unnecessary drama that may be happening. Okay, yeah, you know, I want to say with that 3 of Pentacles reverse, if there's someone who is wanting to get off topic or stray away from the task at hand, really try to be the one that brings things back together, you know, not getting too distracted, or not trying to make the workplace into something that it's not, you know, just really knowing how to compartmentalize so that other aspects of your life don't start to spill into the areas outside of work. That's what I feel. So yeah, group 1, very intriguing. I hope that it resonated. Please let me know in the comments below. I send you love. Okay, receive it, group 1. I do feel that there is a lot of love coming your way if you remain open to it. Expand your mind in what is possible for your life, and what you are capable of achieving, what you are capable of having, and really be open to it. This is not a season for settling, okay? This is a time of having a vision and seeing it through. So take that time, get clear on what you need, and nurture your needs. Take care of yourself, group one, and I hope to see you in another video. Until then, go onto my channel and watch another one, any of the ones that's on the channel, you know. Okay, and I hope that you enjoy that. But enough of my chit chat, you know me. I'll talk to you later. Send you much love, and bye bye, group one. Hello, group two, and welcome to your reading on what life lesson you are currently experiencing. So let's go on and jump on into this topic and provide you with what you need to know regarding this life lesson. So for group two, please, what life lesson are they currently experiencing? Immediately I hear the word expectations, and I do feel for you, group two. You're in this moment of time of understanding what expectations have been placed upon you and how it may be distracting you from a true sense of fulfillment. I feel right now is a big time of understanding what fulfillment means to you and how others may be projecting their version of it onto you. And maybe you are very dutiful. You do like to make others proud, or you like to make yourself proud. And I'm feeling that the pressure may be becoming a bit overwhelming, or you feel overwhelmed by something. Maybe there's a lot of opinions that you're having to sort through. I want to get one more card about this life lesson. Can we get one more card, please? Yeah, what inspires you? What do you want to do? I do feel this is a moment of self-discovery for you, group two, and for some of you, you may be online or have some type of presence in a community, or you are part of a group membership. I just feel that there's multiple parts to your situation, and I do feel it's a lot to do with others and trying to appease others, or learning that maybe you can't appease everyone, and perhaps shedding away this people-pleasing tendency, or maybe just shedding away old parts of you that keep you from really expressing yourself in the way that you want to. And I do feel with this process, it'll help you to expand your horizons for what is possible for your life, for your goals, for you overall. I do feel that you're healing a part of yourself in a way, and I feel this is more internal, the healing. Maybe overcoming the pressure. I just feel pressure for you, group two, but let's get a bit deeper. I want more information. I need more information, okay? Group two, so let's see what area of life this is particularly affecting you. What area of life for group two, please, is this life lesson affecting? Yeah, we have fire coming out, so I do feel that this is about your passions. I was asking what lights you up, I do feel, or what inspires you. This is about your motivation. What are your motivations? What is your why? Why do you take the action that you do? Why did you choose the path that you're on? Is it by choice, or have you been just going along with things, or going with emotions, or being in autopilot? I do feel this is also asking for you to pour more attention to your wealth, your finances, and how you could maybe instill more of your focus and your effort towards building a more stable foundation for yourself, especially with Earth being beneath that. It feels very practical, since it's dealing with others, it's dealing with your sense of worth, your financial situation. I feel it's like going through a period of review so that you can prepare to make the changes that need to be made in order for you to come out of this feeling of being overwhelmed. Yeah. The aspect, okay. So I do feel like it's affecting a lot of areas in your life, particularly your work. I do feel group 2 and ascendant wants to pop itself out. So I do think I was saying for you, all of these changes are helping you to discover a part of yourself and helping you to undergo a process of self-discovery. And by doing so, by learning more about yourself, by learning what you do and don't want, or what you do want to do and what you don't want to do, that's going to affect the other aspects of your life, like your work, like how you present yourself, your reputation. For some of you, I do really feel that either you're in the spotlight in some form or fashion. You don't have to be online with it. You could just be the head of a company, or you could be in a top dog position. Maybe you're a parent. You have some type of authority about you, group 2. And I do feel that you are, okay, I love that. So let me put all the cards down. Okay. Because group 2, you're a different energy, okay? And I feel this very diligent, hardworking energy, but I also feel very expansive, visionary, creative energy as well. Like you have so much potential to you, but I feel that it may be limited because of either external reasons. Maybe people are pulling too much of your attention, people are taking too much from you, or maybe you're trying to appease everyone in your life. You're focusing on maybe your family relationships, your children, perhaps your friends, your romantic partner, and just life overall, maybe taking a lot of your attention away from this creative aspect of life. But I see that changing, okay? I do feel that you're learning how to find your passion by really taking a step back to see what things need to be eliminated so that you can truly focus. And how have you been distracted? First of all, group 2, I want to say that this life lesson that you're undergoing is ultimately for the best. I do feel I'm not getting strong vibes of difficulty. I just feel it's more so pressure and overwhelm rather than strife, stress, and tribulation. Okay, especially with Jupiter, I feel like that you're very supported right now, and you're getting a boost in your reputation, your career, and how you show up in the world. So I want to get a bit more for you, group 2. Let's see. Changing your routines as well seems to be a thing that's happening for you, but I feel that's part of you eliminating distractions. So let's get a bit more for you. I'll try to refrain from interpreting the cards until they're all out, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so anything else about this life lesson they are currently experiencing? Okay. You know, I don't think I have enough space for all these cards. And that's usually why I like to pull the cards off camera, because it could just be a little bit messy and time consuming on the camera, but let's just go ahead and get the cards, okay? Oh, excuse me. So sorry about that, you guys, especially if you have headphones in. Let me get more for them. Thank you. Let me go ahead and get that leaf out. Period. Okay, with door to personal healing and happiness on the bottom of the deck, it's giving this vibe a bit. Definitely coming back to a sense of self, understanding what inspires you, what brings you a sense of joy and vitality, what helps you to feel nurtured and secure, okay? And I love that. So if you are a regular here on this channel, you know that I love for the cards to look a certain way, but for you, group 2, I do think that this is part of what's going on for you. Is it's a bit messy, okay? And I feel like it's time to recover from perhaps some messy situations or some difficult situations that you have been encountering over the course of time. I do feel it's time to really analyze what parts of your life do need to be cleansed, renewed, rejuvenated, released perhaps. It does feel like you're coming out of a period of maybe for some of you it is darkness in all the sense of the word. Perhaps you feel like you've lost certain things, whether that be connections or past versions of yourself. It just feels like a time of an analysis and reprioritizing is what I feel for you, group 2. And I want to say, really seeing how maybe you could be getting into your own way or getting in your own way because you have a strong hold on an idea of how something should be, or maybe you're holding on tightly to this past version of yourself or how you used to show up for people. I think you're going under a transformative experience of yourself, and it will be hard to continue to show up in one way when you are processing so much of your experiences from the past. I feel like you're stepping up into a new position as well. So it's really asking for you to be mindful of maybe being a bit prideful, like, look how far I've come. I did it all by myself, or just really watching the ego and watching how your personality shifts, I want to say, or how you show up when you have a new level of authority. How do you handle power? What is your relationship to power? I do feel, group 2, that is something you will be coming to understand, because with great power comes great responsibility, and I feel that's what you're learning, and that responsibility may feel a bit overwhelming. So the advice I'm seeing is to ensure that you're taking time out for self-care, for introspection, ensuring that you're taking care of your needs, making sure you have routines in place that help to bring you back into your body, help you to clear your mind of the debris, and brings you back to a sense of self that is outside of any anxieties about certain things happening, or that's outside of any fears about perhaps losing this position or losing something. I do see that you're moving into new territory, group 2, and it will require you to face certain sides of yourself that maybe you're not aware of. Let's say that you come into this new top dog position, okay, and you're tasked with managing multiple people, and perhaps this is the biggest job you've ever had to take on, and now you're faced with, oh my gosh, am I capable enough to lead all these people? And that's a fear that you're going to have to work through and overcome and develop a sense of courage and confidence about your capabilities, okay? Group 2, you don't have to be moving into a managerial position. For some of you, this is just moving into a new space, moving into a new title. Whatever it is, something's expanding in your life and you're needing to learn how to accommodate to this new role. But overall, it feels very expansive, especially with this blossoming abundance here. So continue to put forth your effort toward whatever you're doing, especially if it deals with helping you to have more stable income, if it is helping you to expand your income potential, expand your wealth in any way. Really continue to put your focus towards that and continue to eliminate whatever keeps you from being able to fully integrate and focus on the aspects of your life that help you to feel nourished and uplifted and expansive. So let's get into the tarot now. Your reading feels very chill, I have to say. Usually there's a lot going on sometimes in readings, but for you, group 2, it does feel like you're just being tasked with releasing, letting go, and allowing. So I apologize if there's any background noise as well. Group 2, there's a lot happening in my life at this time. So let's get some advice for you in regard to your current life lesson. You know, and another thing is, I want to say for you, group 2, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what's coming through. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Because perfectionism seems to be coming through, and I feel that energy, and I'm very aware of that energy myself. So just be mindful that you're not preventing yourself from creating because you're criticizing your creations or you're criticizing how you go about doing things. Okay? You're doing the best you can. That's all you can do. So let us get the advice, please, for group 2 on this life lesson. What advice do we have for them, please? I was just saying, let's not doubt ourselves. Okay? Let's not doubt ourselves, because the doubt of self will keep you from making the decisions that will help you to receive the attention or receive the value or the whatever. I'm thinking of value. I feel for you, group 2, how you perceive yourself in this time, how you perceive your worth is exactly what will be mirrored to you within your interactions. So if you are in a state of not feeling like you have enough expertise, or if you feel like you're not ready enough to accept a certain position, or if you're not in the space to really receive the offer that they're giving, whether that be in relationships, a job position, or whatever the case may be, if you feel that you're not ready, okay, you can take your time. You know, there's no rush. Take time to breathe out. Get yourself ready. But understand the difference of truly not being ready and doubting your abilities, because it's only so long that you can go about doing that before your finances start to become impacted by that, or your ability to align with the opportunities that you want become limited. And that will ultimately lead to a significant change that has to happen. And it may be outside of your comfort zone, but it's helping you to break down these barriers of self-doubt, of self-criticism, of denial, of being good enough for a certain thing. It's helping you to break down these walls so that you stop ignoring the offers or stop ignoring the blessings that are trying to come into your life, and you decide to take a new approach as well. You open your horizons, you open up your idea of what is possible for you, especially in regard to your financial situation that just feels so big. Like maybe dismantling fears around security, especially financial security, feeling unsupported as well. I do feel that overcoming a sense of not feeling supported financially, or maybe even in a relationship, maybe you feel like you've been giving too much in regard to finances in relationships, feeling a bit taken advantage of. Take it if it resonates, but if you feel that way, clean it up. Okay, I'm not to be, I can't even explain. I just want to say for you, if you feel like something's weighing you down or draining you, that is your sign to cleanse it, okay? So anything else for group 2? Yeah, don't allow bad behavior, okay? Group 2, and don't allow yourself to fall victim to any old stories that you may have about people wanting to take advantage of you, or people having these super high expectations of you, or I just feel like emotional wounds and thoughts keep you from really seeing the truth of a situation, and keep you from really being able to communicate what you need, and communicate that actually, no, I'm not able to take that on right now, but I'll get back to you. Or actually, no, I'm not able to do that for you today, but maybe I can help you get into communication with someone for that, not taking on that responsibility and not projecting onto other people because you are unable to speak up for yourself, or housing resentment for other people because you're following along, I want to say, or you're doing things that you're not really wanting to. I do feel it's a time of learning how to harmoniously and my words for your reading, what's going on? Harmoniously connect with other people is what I want to say, but I was also going to say having more reciprocity in your relationships and being able to be emotionally vulnerable or open about what you're needing without feeling as if you'll be attacked, or if you are feeling like you won't be able to be understood. A new level of understanding is coming through for you if you allow it, and if you understand how you may be in your own way in regard to connecting more deeply with others in your life. So, group 2. Whoa, has this been a reading? Okay. Keep faith. Really make sure that you're taking time to connect with your understanding of faith, what that means for you. Have faith, okay, especially with the star here. Things are looking very good for you, group 2. Things are looking very good for you. So really, the main thing here is to not allow yourself to get in your own way by projecting, by doubting yourself, by having false beliefs about your capabilities. Let's just clear the way, clear the air, take some time to yourself, take some time to really understand yourself and understand what's been hiding in the shadow, okay? and push forward. Okay, so that's what I have for you, group 2. I just want to say you're very close to achieving your goal, new beginnings on the horizon, but allow the things that must go, allow them to go. Okay, so let me know in the comments how it resonated for you, group 2. I'm very intrigued. I really would love to know. And leave some comments as well. I think I said that already. Very caught up in your energy. But leave it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys so much. I send you many blessings. I hope you are well. I wish you health, wealth, and prosperity. And thank you for being here. Until the next reading, you can go onto my channel, check out any other readings that call to you. But until then, until the next one, I shall chat with you later. So, bye-bye, group 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading on what life lesson are you currently experiencing. So let's go on and jump on in to find that out. For group 3, please, what life lesson are they currently experiencing? Group 3. Interesting. Reversed or upright? Sorry about the noise in the background. Group 3. We have the 3 of Cups coming out. So I do feel a major thing for you right now is friendship. What does friendship look like to you? What's your definition of friendship? How do you want to feel in your friendships? What does fun look like to you? How do you have a good time? And when you find the answers to those questions, when you review your friendships and you review your interactions with people, do you feel truly aligned? Do you feel like it's supportive? Do you feel that there is a mutual understanding between you? Because for some of you, I do feel that you're attracting a lot of new opportunities to mingle with new people, to engage in friendship, in relationships, in new ways that feel reciprocal. And I do feel with this 2 of Swords that you may be really reflecting on the relationships in your life. So I think I'll leave it at that one card, unless I feel called to pull another one. But let us see, group 3. What area of life is this affecting, group 3? What area of life? I already feel friendship, but let's see. In regard to what? Yeah, of course, Aquarius comes out. In modern astrology, Aquarius rules the 11th house, which is the house of friendship. But with Aquarius particularly coming out, I do want to say this is really asking you to highlight what makes you unique and how you are able to express your uniqueness with others. And if it is received, or do you find yourself having to maybe dim certain parts of yourself down just to be a part of some type of group or be a part of some type of network of people or to be associated with certain people? Are you able to fully be yourself without fear of judgment or without fear of not really being accepted? Are there fears of rejection that keep you from truly being open, loud, and proud about who you are? Okay, I love aqua energy, okay? I'm biased. I am. So I have to put that out there, but Saturn is also on the bottom, and traditionally Saturn rules Aquarius. So I do feel with Saturn coming through, it's really asking you to get clear on what boundaries you have within your friendships. What are boundaries for you in regard to your relationships? And if you look at it, have you been too distant from relationships or have you been overly involved? Okay, and where is the line that needs to be drawn? Anything else for group 3 here? We have Mars. I hear, how do you show up? How do you show up for your friends? How do you show up in connections with other people? What is your role? What are you expected to do? What are your expectations in regard to friendships? And let's not set ourselves up for failure when we think of expectations. Okay, let's not make them extremely high to where we isolate ourselves because nobody seems to be meeting the caliber. Let's remember the humanness of people. Okay, let's remember that everyone has their quirks. Everyone has their, let's call them flaws, but I'd rather just say they're quirks. Everyone does things differently. So how do you go about that? Is there judgment? I just feel really taking some time to see how you interact and what does that look like. So group 3, I think it's very clear what this is about. I do feel like you're going to be mixing and mingling with others very soon if you haven't already, and this will really be a time of inviting new friendships into your life, but you get to decide which ones fully align with you and to not fall prey to for some I heard herd mentality. So making sure that you get to maintain your individuality within these new connections. And any of those that don't allow you to, I do feel it's asking for you to get very clear about why that is and what you plan on doing about it. Okay, group 3, very interesting. Can we get more information for group 3 about this life lesson that they're currently experiencing? Your commitment is being tested. Show the world the real you. We have full moon in Aquarius, lots of aqua energy, lots of Aquarius. So when Pluto goes back into Aquarius, that may be very important for you if you are into astrology. If not, let us just take a moment to say that if you have been in any relationships that have dimmed your light or your potential to really shine in a way that fully expresses who you are, I do feel this is asking for you to become more committed to yourself so that you are able to show up fully and completely in who you are without that coming out later on and you find out that, wow, these people actually don't really like me. They only like me for who I presented myself to be. Okay? Making sure that the presentation that you have with others is all of who you are. Not to say that you have to tell someone on the first night that you're hanging out your whole life story, or you have to tell them everything that you've been through, or, you know, there's time, okay, to really delve into those things. But just be mindful that you are being committed to your truth and being committed to doing what's best for you and allowing that to flow into your relationships as a result. Okay, group 3. Okay, so again, I apologize for any background noise, y'all. It's not by choice. Okay, so let's get a bit more about Leo's life lesson here. Oh, what did I say? Oh my gosh, can we just take a moment of silence for all this commotion? Golly gee whiz. Okay, so we have All That Glitters, card number 16. Okay, and I'm being called to read from the book for this group 3, because I feel like whatever I say will not be as profound So let's go on and read that for you, and then we'll get back to it. We have card number 16, All That Glitters. Essential meanings: a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. So, the oracle's message is it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the mask people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Period. Okay? Period. I just feel like that's just really been the theme here for you. Group 3 is to just be real. Okay? Be real. And that's why I love that aqua energy, the healthy expression of aqua. Aquarius is realness, it's authenticity, it's honesty, maybe even harsh honesty, but it's real. And I feel that for you, you may be drawn into these good times and come to the realization that maybe it's not for a long time. Maybe this is helping me to trust myself, helping me to see things that maybe I didn't want to see about certain people, or helping me to come to terms with the fact that maybe I show up in friendships or relationships in a way that is not conducive to stability within this relationship, because it's based off of false pretenses of the other, or this illusion or fantasy of who you or the other person is. You know, allow others to show you who they are, and you do the same for other people. Just show up, and as long as you remain true to yourself, I do feel like you set yourself up for the most success, because you'll be able to spot when other people are not doing that. Okay? Real, recognize real. Okay? Group 3. So, you know, let's not keep those rose-colored glasses on, sweet babe. Okay? So let's get a bit more. Period. I love this. I do feel overall, let me just reassure you, group 3, you will not be meeting only fake people. Okay? I think it's just sorting through the things, because like I did say, you are attracting a lot with the Queen of Wands here. You are very attractive at this time. So like a moth to a flame, you're just gonna have to burn away the people that just aren't doing it for you. And not disrespectfully, you know, you just say, hey, I actually don't have time to do that. Or, you know, you don't have to lie. I just want to say, let's just be real. That's the main thing for you. But there are going to be people who do assist you in whatever you're doing, or who provide you with some type of guidance or wisdom. Aquarius is very well connected as well. So I do feel overall you'll be expanding your network, and you'll be able to find those people that do feel like home and that help you to feel at home in their presence. You will know, trust your instincts, and just do what feels right to you. Don't overthink this process, okay, with the Two of Swords. Don't overthink your inclinations or what you feel. Just really try to investigate it. And if you feel like, maybe this person isn't being as honest with me as I thought, let that, you know, take that and think about it, and then give them another chance to really show. And if, you know, just give it time. With this first quarter moon, allow it to go through a trial period is what I feel. allow these friendships to go through a trial period. So let's get a final oracle for group 3, please. In regard to this life lesson they're currently experiencing. See, and that's why I felt like I had to reassure you, group 3, because there may be a tendency to be like, oh, well, if I need to be on guard with these people, then I'm just not going to go out and hang out with them. I'm just going to stay to myself, or I'm just going to not risk being disappointed because I heard in a reading on YouTube that I need to be hyper aware. No, I'm not even telling you to be hyper aware, okay? The message I'm trying to provide you with is that just because you may have good intentions, just because you may be a certain way and you expect others to be that way, you may be in for a rude awakening, okay, with that alarm. You may find that not everybody is like you, and it's important that you not fall victim to or prey to those that will confuse you or will try to be around you just because you're good vibes, but really they're bad vibes, okay? Don't stay in this comfort zone of thinking, oh, well, I have enough people in my life. I'm good. I appreciate everything that's happening for me right now. You're very valuable, group 3. I do see the value, and that's why I do feel like you're very attractive. Others see the value in you as well. But now's the time of opening up, okay? Allowing yourself to shine in these new relationships, but also building on your discernment. That's what I do feel. The main lesson is discernment, I feel, for you. Learning how to utilize discernment and how to speak up for yourself and just be honest about how you feel in certain relationships, and knowing that just because you agreed to do something before doesn't mean that you have to continue that expectation. Like, yes, show up if you put that out there. Like, what am I trying to say? Be true to your word, but don't overextend yourself out of feelings of guilt or feeling like, oh, well, they're really nice to me, or they really like me, maybe I should, I don't know, bye, all of that. Okay, it should be mutual. So keep yourself open to these relationships, and when you encounter those people who do seem to be wearing a mask, don't let that allow your protective barrier to keep you from being open to those who will actually show you true and genuine support and love. Okay? So let's get some advice here for you in regard to this friendship life lesson. Okay? I kind of love it. Like, it's so, it's very lighthearted, and I love that. I love the playfulness of it. It's really just asking you to have a good time, okay? Assert yourself, assert your uniqueness, and watch people flock to you, okay? Not like that, okay? Let me just say it's mutual. You'll just see that people are really drawn to you. Let me not over-explain myself. Let's just get the cards, okay, group 3? Let's just get the cards. So, advice for group 3 in this life lesson. Yeah, you see immediately we have cups. So, a lot of songs came to my mind. For some of you, that song, I don't know where it's from, but it's from Disney Channel, and I think Coco Jones is in it. But it's like, don't run away, hey, don't run away from the truth, 'cause I'm not giving up on you, or something like that. I don't know, but I feel like for you, I just kind of get this a little bit like closed off Like, heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. I do feel like you've been through some difficulty in regard to friendship. Like, maybe it became very, for some of you, like codependent. Like, this person could not live without you in a way. I'm being dramatic. Or maybe you felt that way about certain people in your life, or you've seen those interactions, or maybe there's been a lot of moodiness or a lot of emotional issues you've had to deal with in regard to your friendships, and that may close you off from wanting to, I feel like those need to be switched around. That may close you off from wanting to really be open to these new opportunities for love. And honestly, you know, I keep saying love, and I do mean like friendship wise, but for some of you, it's giving like lovers and friends vibes. Tell me again. See, that's what I'm saying. Very musical. Maybe you're going to be going out a lot more often. You're going to meet these people when you're out, or you're going to hang out with them while you're out. There may be an ambiance around y'all. There may be music, maybe some drinks as well. Okay. Yeah, just have fun. That's what I feel, group. The advice is to have fun. Don't get too caught up with your emotions. Don't base your decisions on your emotions, on your moods, because I do feel like you'll agree to something, be like, yeah, I'm down. Then when they offer you the opportunity to go out, you're like, oh, actually, like, I feel so comfortable in this bed right now. I don't feel like getting up. That is a moody decision. Okay. If you agree to do something, just overcome those emotions for that time. Go out, see if you enjoy it. If you don't, you know for next time. Okay, group 3. And with the 7 of Cups on the bottom, okay, I want to say be mindful of your limits. I'm seeing this drink right here. Don't overdo it. Okay, group 3, have a good time, but be moderate. Okay. Anything else for group 3? Period. I kind of love this group 3. I love it. I love it. I love it. How about me and you be friends? Okay. Period. So many good things. We have the Moon and the Queen of Wands, so I do feel like you'll be confronted with some maybe more shadowy aspects of yourself within these new dynamics that you're introducing. The Queen of Wands is still very magnetic, very charming, very attractive. Okay. And I do feel that energy for you. But definitely ensure that you're not allowing past woundings or past issues keep you from really shining your light. Just keep that wisdom and utilize it instead of allowing it to keep you hostage from these new connections, okay? The past is the past. But we have the Lovers in the Page of Wands, because what did I just say? I'm so glad that I said it before these cards came out, because I could have sworn I just said lovers and friends. Period. Okay, I love it. I do feel a lot of these connections are just gonna happen spontaneously, very serendipitously. You won't really have to go looking out for it. All I'm seeing is just be having fun in your life, try new things, go and take that class, go to that new hot spot of your city, go to a new place. Just put yourself out there and allow the divine to really surprise you with how they just pop these people up. Almost like, how did this happen? Okay. It just feels very coincidency, but it's really not a coincidence. It's time for it to happen. So trust in the unknown, trust in what's unfolding, and just have fun with this period of your life. It's not meant to be heavy. It's not meant to be too overwhelming. This is actually meant to liberate you in a way and help you to come home to yourself in a way that is really freeing. Like you're gonna feel a new sense of freedom, and you're also gonna have new companions to come along with you on this journey of realness. So, really allow yourself to be open. Oh my gosh, how do I split the deck? And we have a new romantic cycle begins and the new moon. So, I do feel a lot of this you still are not aware of completely. Maybe things have started to trickle in, but hey, that's only the beginning, babe. Okay, so stay open to the possibilities and yeah, just enjoy this time. Very fun. I love your reading, group 3. Like, literally, I love it so much. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Would love to hear what you have to say. I love your energy, group 3. I love it for real. Leave it a like if you love this energy in this reading. I mean, it's about you, so I hope so. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully I'll see you in the next reading on this channel, but until then you can go on to the other readings that are already uploaded and peruse and pursue any of those that you feel called to. But with that being said, I shall leave you now, group 3. I love ya. Send you lots of love, lots of blessings. I send you all the good vibes, all the realness and the authenticity, okay? And I wish you the best in this journey. For some reason, all of a sudden, I'm being asked to name out some significant signs. So Aquarius or Aquarius energy seems to be very big for you, group 3. You don't have to be an Aquarius. Air signs in general, so Libra and Gemini, fire signs, particularly Leo in Sagittarius, but also Aries, don't want to leave them out. And any water sign, but I'm mainly feeling Cancerian energy, so Cancer. So take that as you will, okay? That's what I leave you with, and I shall head out now. So talk to you later. Bye, group 3. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading on what life lesson you are currently experiencing. So let us begin by looking into what that may be for you, group 4. So what life lesson is group 4 currently experiencing, please? What life lesson? Oh, whoa. These are 2 major arcana cards. So this feels like a very significant experience you are undergoing at this time. This feels like a page turner, okay, like a new chapter or even a new book within your book of life or books of life, okay. I feel that this life lesson is really about allowing things to unfold naturally, allowing things to align naturally, but also there's something here about letting go of any habits that don't serve you anymore, okay? Any temptations that may be drawing you away from what it is that you really want, getting clear on what is tempting you, what is pulling too much of your attention, what is distracting you. I also feel it's very loaded here, group 4, that if you have experienced a dynamic in your relationship or in your relationships that are less than favorable, maybe there is a volatile communication, or maybe there is codependent behaviors, not really being able to have a life outside of particular partners or a partner, or just having a sense of autonomy. I do feel having a idea of having authority over your own life. I feel like it's really pushing you to learn how to free yourself of situations that keep you from feeling as if you are capable of making your own choices, or you're capable of speaking up about something, or you're not having to hold yourself back from taking certain actions based off of others, or based off of your uh, a feeling of needing to show up, or a feeling of needing to provide something in a certain way. It feels like this is really a lot about how you show up in relationships with other people. I'm feeling a bit, it feels kind of similar to another group. So that may be something for you if you felt drawn to another one, but it's still quite different, I feel, for you, group 4. Your energy is different. So I want to see what area of life this is affecting you so I can get a bit more clear about this here. What area of life is this lesson affecting group 4? What area of life? We have Taurus. So a sense of stability, perhaps, your sense of feeling stable, especially in regard to a relationship, perhaps, as well, since Taurus is ruled by Venus. And yeah, maybe financial security, or some type of, maybe you share a place with someone, or maybe you share resources with someone, and you feel, I wonder if there is a sense of not being able to detach your decision making from that of another person, or you have to be mindful of your spending because of your connection to another person. This is really interesting. It feels there is a hidden factor here with the 12th house. There is something underlying, I think, in your subconscious, or there's something underlying what's driving you toward certain things, or what's driving you to take part in maybe some temptations, or maybe some things that you've been doing that maybe you don't want other people to know about. What's driving you toward those avenues? It's kind of like, is there a feeling of wanting to escape? With the Hanged Man, I feel maybe some escapist tendencies happening, rather than really focusing on what the primary issue is, like a running away or going in circles. I need more information here for group 4, please. We have Gemini. Those are literally aligned with the Lovers card. So this is about communication, about connections with other people, about your decision making, about your stability. I feel like there's different aspects of your life being hit, but there is a core relation to all of these things happening, if that makes sense. We will get more detail, but it does feel a little convoluted because I feel like there could be distractions in your current situation that's really foggying or clouding the message here. And I feel like that is also part of the experience that you're undergoing right now, or the life lesson that you're experiencing, is that it's really asking for you to get clear on what has been driving you forward, what have been your motivations for engaging in certain behaviors or engaging in certain relationships. Is it based on of wanting of a connection? Is it based on you wanting stability? Is it because you're bored? Like, what is it? What is it, group 4? Yeah, with the 4th house, it does feel more, it's like external things that are happening are pulling you back to really look at your I'm getting like psychology, like it's understanding your own psychology because of what's happening in your life and what you're deciding to do. It's kind of helping you to reflect on any um, hidden motives that you may have, or helping to dig up maybe past things, or maybe you'll be triggered in a way that causes you to really seek understanding about your uh, psychology. It's like I'm losing the words for you, group 4. But definitely this could have to do with you moving as well with the 4th house, or you getting very clear about what makes you feel at home, maybe looking back on your home life and seeing how that's impacted you today. There's a lot happening here. I need to get more information. I can't just leave it there, okay? So let's see what else comes out for group 4 in this life lesson. Can we get more about this for group 4, please? It's too many cards. It's too many cards. They're all full moons. Wasn't I just talking about Venus? We have another Venusian sign, this full moon in Libra. We also have Gemini again. All of these full moons. Something's definitely coming to light. I do feel that you'll be understanding a lot more about this current relationship, or your motivations for engaging in certain behaviors, or understanding what is drawing you in to something. I feel that there is a illumination for whatever has been hidden in the dark, is what I want to say. What's in the dark always comes to light, is what's coming through group 4. And I'm also hearing like there's no more suppressing it, there's no more trying to hide it away, there's no more trying to run away from the truth. This feels very ambiguous as well. I hate that. Group 4, but it's like you have to be present to allow things to unfold for you to really know how you'll show up within these situations. And I do feel it's particularly in regard to a relationship. Maybe it is romantic, but it feels profound, whether it is romantic or not. For a lot of you, it does feel that way, but I still want to keep it open because it is a general reading. But there's something within a specific dynamic that will be revealed, and it may cause a lot of emotional or suppressed emotions to come to the surface. And I do feel this will be driving you to really analyze your own psyche and really see how you've been impacted psychologically. These words are tricky. But anyway, I do feel this is a big time of really looking within because of things that are going to happen outside of you. For some of you, this may be signaling as well. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate, group 4. Let me just say that. This may be signaling some type of breakup as well. But if not a breakup completely, I do want to say it will be bringing issues that need to be worked out in our particular relationship. And I do feel it's very important that you get on the same page with someone, and that you're able to fully communicate what you have been withholding, so that you can free yourself in a way. So that's very interesting. I do feel like emotions will be very heightened during this time for you, group 4. Anything else for them? Anything else for group 4? We have serendipity. So I do love that. I was saying to be present for what's happening, and to know that everything is going to unfold naturally in the way that it is meant to. So you don't have to force anything to happen, especially with the Hanged Man. I was saying to allow things to happen naturally from the beginning, especially with Taurus here. Very much about just taking the natural time that things take. So, overall, outside of whatever's happening with relationships, I feel that things will begin to align for you with the lovers if you move away from the distractions. Yeah, yeah, with this, there's so many things coming through. It's like you have assistance in other aspects of your life. I feel like, I want to say financially or even career wise, there's connections that are going to help you along the way. Be mindful that you engage in these situations with integrity, is what I'm hearing as well. Um, but with this chopped wood, it does feel like make space, make room for this new beginning in your life because, like I was saying, there's a lot of full moons. And I knew there was going to be a new moon soon. And we have two new moons. So I do feel it's like clearing the space, clearing the way for you to engage in new networks, new connections that really honor who you are and that honor your worth. Because maybe you're in a situation right now where you're not feeling like you're valued, or maybe you're feeling undervalued in some way. And perhaps this can be talked about and changed. But for some of you, I do feel that maybe time apart will help to illuminate some things. Listen, this is your life, okay? But overall, I'm just feeling that it's time to clean things away, have a nice clean slate, whether that is with this particular person or just in your relationships overall. Really taking time to understand yourself and allowing that to lead you towards the connections, the opportunities, the places, the situations that fully align with who you are and that help you to feel valued. So I'll take a sip of water really quickly and I encourage you to do the same. Let us all stay hydrated, okay, group four? And let's see what else comes out for you regarding this life lesson. Group four, please. Yeah, I do feel like you're stalling on something. It's like you know that you need to do something, you need to say something, you need to. There's something that's really requiring effort and action. And I feel that you may be distracted or scattered or not really feeling up to the task right now. I feel like you're denying what you know, you're denying the truth of a situation, you're denying your intuition, you're not really paying attention to certain feelings that you're having about something, and that's causing you to delay the action that needs to be taken in order to free yourself from a situation. As you see with the serendipity card, she's flying away from all of this. So there's something about you, group four, and it's like, why are you staying? Okay, what's holding you back? Really taking a look at what's holding you back. Whether it is habits, maybe the habits are encouraging you to stay in a situation that isn't really suited for you, that wasn't really meant to be long term. I get a big energy of not forcing things. Group four. So take it as it resonates. You know how that applies for you. Um, but just know that you are worthy of love in ways that are unimaginable. So do not put a cap on how much love or loving energies or loving interactions that you can have with others. And don't settle for a situation that leaves you feeling like you're not really valued. I feel really big energies around feeling valued, group four. And I do feel for those of you who are undergoing some type of separation with someone, I feel that in the meantime, it's asking for you to perhaps start looking into psychology, understanding it, or going to a psychologist yourself, or maybe going to therapy, or really trying to understand your emotions in a new way. Listen, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but I do feel it will help you understand yourself in a lot of new ways. Okay. Um, as well as really looking at your connection to spirituality as well. What does that look like to you? So, can we get advice for group 4, please? Advice for group 4. Big on value. Big on value. The advice is to just value yourself, to nurture the things that bring you value, nurture the connections that help you to feel nurtured and comforted, that bring you a sense of uplifting. Ensure that you pour into those relationships, into those situations, into those projects that help you to feel that way, but especially yourself. Group 4, I feel. For you, the main thing is to really pour into yourself, to value yourself, and to not have your value be determined by others, to not overly seek validation from others. Because in a way, that is putting your value in the hands of another. Okay, we can't do that. We decide our value, group 4. Okay, so ensure that you move away from situations that cause you to question yourself. Okay, or at least be open about it. And we have the 10 of Cups and the Empress. Beautiful. I do want to say with the 10 of Cups, I really am mainly hearing, look at the blessings around you right now. Focus on the good things in your life right now. It may feel a bit difficult to know that you have to let some things go, but not all is lost. All is not lost. You're being guided towards more. It's really helping you to expand your view of what you're capable of having, especially if you are wanting that long term commitment with stability emotionally and financially. If you're not receiving that right now, talk about it, try to get on the same page. If you've been through many talks, then really just take some time to yourself to understand what you need to do for yourself and really focus on that, okay? But this is all about you feeling valuable, especially if you are a parent, okay? The gift of a child is out of this world. So ensure that whoever you have fathered a child with or mothered a child with, whatever it may be, um, ensure that they are seeing the blessing of having this opportunity. Okay. That may not be for all of you, I'm sure, but yeah, let me just get more. We have the Hanged one twice. The Hangman comes out twice. Yeah. What are you holding on to? Group 4. Ask yourself that. What are you holding on to? How are you limiting your ability to receive more? How are you staying in situations that cause you to feel stifled in some way? Where do you feel imbalanced? Where in your life do you feel there's a lack of reciprocity? Are you feeling less confident in yourself? Are you doubting yourself? Are you criticizing certain parts of yourself? How can you stop that? How can you set your sights higher? How can you envision a life more aligned with you? And how are certain things holding you back from truly being able to buckle down and focus on your goals, focus on the relationships that don't hold you back or that don't keep you in this state of stagnation, I want to say. And not to say that if you are undergoing or going through a difficult time in your relationship that you should just end it. I think all relationships go through a period of time of maybe just difficulty, and that's okay. But there's a difference between just a moment in time or an ongoing occasion. Okay, so not ongoing occasion. Occasion is still not that often, but just an ongoing cycle, okay, that leaves you feeling discouraged. Make room, I want to say, group 4. So that's what I leave you with. Let me know in the comments how it resonated. I really appreciate you being here. You are so valuable. Okay, let me just remind you of that. You're worthy. And yeah, just take some time out to really think about these things and see what it is that you really want. What do you envision your 10 of Cups to be? What do you envision your most fulfilled life to look like? What does that mean for you? So, yeah, thank you so much for being here. Leave it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. And remember to let me know in the comments how it resonated for you. Group 4. Group 4, I love you. Okay, group 4, I love you so much. And hopefully I'll see you in the next reading. If not, then I'm glad that you joined me here today. Okay? So talk to you later. Bye-bye.